This goofball's been on for 32 years, right? 32 years. Goofball Rush Limbaugh. Never seen anything like it in my entire life. How many lies? We got like 8 lies per 9 seconds, right? It's unbelievable. 8 lies per 9 seconds, and he's got advertisers that are paying for probably 1.2 million per commercial per cycle. Yeah? What you say? Okay, so he's got $1.2 million per commercial, and then he's got about 2 commercials per hour. So you do the math, you got to come up with the money somewhere else, right? What are you falling asleep for? What? If I need answers here. So you got to come up with money from somewhere else, right?
Right.
Right. So where is he coming up with the money from? Or where do they come up with the money from? They got to figure we're paying for this in some way, right?
Right.
Right. So how are we paying for this in some way? Well, he's got a new wife, and she looks to be white, right?
Right.
Right. It could be a CGI marriage, right?
Right.
Which means she might not be white. She could be a CGI. She could be a mannequin filled with a new electromagnetic stir juice from the Pentagon, right?
Right.
Right. So, do you sense that in his voice when he talks? That she's for real or she's not for real? I don't know either. But if you put it all together in the fact that he's never talked about her yet, and Bill O'Reilly's never talked about his wife yet too. So, what's the only conclusion you can really come to? Are you on the 50% fence that they exist? Or are you on the 50% fence that they don't exist? And he's been around for 32 years. And Bill O'Reilly's been around for 32 plus 7 or 8 years before Rush Limbaugh. So what's your mathematical confrontation figure out? What do you say? 50% yes, they exist, or 50% no, they don't exist? Pick one.
They do.
They do exist. So why do they do exist in your mind? Come on. What do you mean you don't know? You just picked 50%. So why do they exist on the 50%? What leads you to that conclusion? What leads you to that conclusion too? Because you probably think too they exist. So what leads you to that conclusion? What stands out in your mind? What? Wait a minute. No.
It's just a guess.
It's just a guess. You got nothing behind that guess.
No.
No? Is it impossible to think that these guys are around so long that they can't possibly have a real life, a wife, and it's all fictitious? No?
No.
So if it turns out that way, what do you say? What do you say to yourself?
I was wrong.
That's all you say?
That's all.
You don't say these guys are like super glue in the head?
So what?
What do you mean, so what, if they're super glue in the head? You have to figure that somebody's brain is so far gone on this, it's beyond comprehension. So it's either going to be your brain, you can't imagine this, and it's way out there, or it's their brain, and they're melted down in some way. They're gone. It's beyond, they're not even dogs and cats. They're dog and cat whistlers. They listen to sounds in the air, and then they think. They hear like dog sounds. Right?
It's beyond twisted.
It's beyond twisted.